Hi, it's Mike at Wanamaker Hardware, and I'm going to be talking about wood fillers and repairing blemishes in wood. These are some very simple products for simple issues that you may run into. The first one that I've got here is a touch-up marker. Basically, this is akin to a magic marker with a pigment in there that will help cover simple scratches and blemishes. It won't actually fill dents, but it'll help hide the scratches. The next item we have is actually it's a wax-based product. It's like a crayon, and what you would do is take the crayon and kind of rub it back and forth over the scratched area, and take this piece of plastic wedge here and scrape the area down to level it off. You can mix colors to try and average it out to match the color of the wood that you're working with. The next items are putty pencils. These are for more along the lines of small nail holes, or maybe if you had a picture frame where the joint had separated a little bit. You could take these, and they come in different colors. You can take these and apply that to the nail hole or that seam that's opened up. These here are also colored wood fillers. They're different colors, as you can see from the bottom. And essentially the same idea. This would be if you had a wood floor, some trim around a doorway, so a larger area that you were looking to patch, you might consider this, where you would go along and using a putty knife fill that little hole. Then moving down here, we've got some other types of putties. These are basic colors, more of just a simple wood color putty. This is an interior wood filler for doing wood floors again, or maybe trim around doorways or baseboards. This is an interior or exterior. In exterior applications, we need to make sure that we have some proofing so that we don't wash out in the rain. And plus, extreme temperature changes will impact the interior-exterior products a little bit less than the interior. Again, this is an interior-exterior wood filler. Same idea as this. These products here are two-part epoxies. There are situations where the water-based products aren't sufficient. If you're filling a hole that's greater than 1/4 of an inch, then these products probably aren't what you want to be looking at. They can shrink as they dry. The epoxies don't actually dry, they cure, so there's no shrinkage going on. And what's happening is you take the product and you have a hardener underneath the lid, and the hardener is going to cause the putty itself to get hard. So you would take out a little bit of the putty. Generally, when I'm using it, I do about a golf ball size, and then take the hardener and take a little bit of hardener and put it on a board, using it like a painter's palette, and mix the two of them together. Once you've mixed the catalyst, this part here, with the putty base, it begins to harden. So you need to act quickly. Most of these, you usually have about 5 minutes worth of working time. You want to figure less, because once it begins to get hard, there's nothing you can do to soften it back up again. So take this and fill it into the space. Sometimes if you have a really big hole, let's say you have a rotted windowsill, a very common place for rot to occur on a house. What you can do would be to go in and scrape out that rotten wood and create a channel where you're going to put the putty. If it's very big, sometimes it makes sense to actually take a piece of pressure treated board and cut it to fit and set it down into that void, and then fill it with the epoxy. Once the epoxy's been put in and smoothed out, give it a quick sanding, and then it's ready to paint. And when you're done, it won't be able to notice the difference between the wood and the epoxy once you've painted over it. So those are some very simple ways to help repair damaged wood. And if you have further questions, feel free to come on in and let us know what your questions are. We'll help you out as best we can. Thank you.